Many cordless phones have flaws. I'm looking at you, VTech and AT&T. You're doing better with the BL108, but it's still not perfect, and you're still selling very bad ones, like the DLP72XX2, where it offers the ability to push to talk to the base even though you can't. But there's one flaw that is present in almost every cordless phone, and I have no idea why. The fact that the battery level indicator is based on artificial data stored in the handset and not by getting the actual battery voltage. This is an AT&T Starlight 3207, and I'm going to remove its battery from the handset. This is a fully charged battery, and now unplugging it from the handset, and now I'm going to plug the battery back into the handset. And the battery level now says it's low. So this fully charged battery is in a handset that now thinks it's low. The problem with this is that if we try to charge it now, the handset will likely overcharge it unless the battery somehow has overcharge protection, which I don't think these AT&T batteries do. So, if I let this fully charge, the battery can overcharge and potentially spoil or worse. And I certainly don't want the batteries to explode. This was also the case on 2.4 GHz, 5.8 GHz, and 5.85 decked Panasonic phones. So again, if we were to do it to this 5243 handset, the battery level would be set to low. They do it much better on the decked phones. So here on this 994SK handset, it says it's full. Now, if we take the battery out of this handset and then put it back in several hours later, it'll still stay at the state it was previously at, in this case, fully charged. Now, if you put an actually drained battery into a handset that says it's full, if you do it quickly enough, depending on the phone, you can do it if you do it quickly enough, or if it does not reset to low when you remove it for a period of time, you can have the opposite problem. A handset which thinks it's full, but it's not. And the float charge that happens when you leave it on when fully charged, where it will occasionally top up the battery to keep it fully charged, may not be enough. The only phone in my collection as of now that seems to do this at least somewhat more reliably is the Motorola L402C, the L3 and L4 handsets. So I'm going to put this fully charged battery into the L4 handset here. And sure enough, this handset says the battery is fully charged. Okay, so let's take this battery, which has not been used for a while and may very well be low on charge. We'll put that into the Motorola handset, and you'll see that the handset quickly recognized that the battery is lower. So now it says the battery level is medium. It briefly said it was very low, but then it stabilized and showed it was medium. Now with this full battery in the handset, after a few seconds, it's recognizing that it's full. This is how all cordless phones should work. They should check the battery voltage in real time and show the battery level based on that. Then, if you take the battery out and put it back in, it won't falsely indicate the battery is low. So once again, we're going to put this battery into the Motorola handset. You can see it briefly said it was low and then full. Now, we're going to switch back to the battery that has less charge. And now, it's saying it's medium again. Now, once again, we're going to put the full battery in, and it says it's full. Meanwhile, this AT&T handset thinks it's low, because that is based on its artificial battery level in the handset. The only time where it seems to reliably go based on the battery itself is when it's low or empty, because if it doesn't have enough charge, the handset will force itself to say, for example, place and charger in the case of this AT&T handset. And so, I'm going to put the CL83207 on power backup mode to let the battery run down. They really should check the battery level in real time instead of artificially storing it like so many cordless phones do, or at least be like the Panasonic DECT ones and keep the battery level when the battery's taken out. Because, I mean, there's no reason it needs to reset. It's just based on whether it's stored in volatile or non-volatile memory. The lower-end AT&T stuff like the LS6381 seem to do this better, but that is from the DE platform models, which are very bad if they break and seem to have the same quality issues that the high-end ones sometimes have. The CL series and this BL108 are generally very good, though.